Namaskar friends, this is Anupam V. Kapil, Astro-Numerologist with you. Wish you a very happy new year. 2022 is a special year. It has 3 2s and it adds to a 6. So the universal vibration of this particular year is 6, that of Venus. But the forecast which I have for you is based on annual numbers. How do you calculate your annual number and how is it different from the fate number forecast which is offered everywhere on the internet and on the newspapers? A fate number forecast is based on your date of birth, that is the first date. Suppose you are born on the 1st, 10th, 19th and 28th of any month, your fate number is 1. So how can you have a common forecast? You cannot have. You may have common traits of the number 1, but you cannot have the same forecast. And for this purpose, a few years back, for the first time in India, I introduced annual numerology forecasts, which is the only right and conventional way of doing things, even as per all the classical authors. How do you calculate your annual number? Suppose you're born on the 2nd of January. So 2 plus 1, you will add to 2022. Why 2022? Because that is the year in which, that's a common denominator year, which you have to add to your birthday and month to get your annual year. In this particular thing, you call it either annual number or personal year. There are two terminologies, but you are never supposed to add your birth year to this. Okay, so 2nd January plus 2022 adds to 9, and that is the annual number. So what does annual number 9 say for you? See, annual number 9, the vibration of Mars is there in the universal year of 6. 6 is the number of passion, love, romance, and 9 is also a number of aggression, the militant Mars, the fiery Mars. So 9 and 6, when they get together, that's Mars and Venus. A very interesting cocktail gets ready. What happens? You have to watch and act for the completion of your experiences this year. A lot of them you will have to let go, things you have to let them depart. Maybe you will have to be prepared for some important changes, and the early winter and springtime is going to be very interesting in matters of change, in how your fortune is getting changed for the better. Now, the vibration of 9 talks about completion because it has all the numbers from 1 to 9. Usually in numerology we say that 9 number, when it is a destiny number, not an annual number, it belongs to an old soul. So the message of this number is to let go of things that have outgrown their use and are no longer useful to you. May it be a relationship, may it be a job. If a particular boss is troubling you quite a lot and you've been hanging around saying that you will have to let go, or you will have to change your attitude and become more forgiving, more tolerant, more sympathetic. And this holds true even in your relationships. This is the culmination of the 9-year period. Okay, so you're passed through annual 1, 2, 3, 4. The annual year 8, for the example, the last year was a rewarding year. The one before that was of specialization. So, and the vibration which is going to follow this year is going to be annual number 1, right? Where again new changes and a very different kind of scenario will open up for you. If you try to cling to something in this year and become possessive, you're going to suffer a lot. I would say be tolerant, be compassionate, and you will become more direct and emphatic in this year, which is not a very good thing in an annual year number 9. Because when you're impulsive, certain things which you should be holding back in your mind, and you should not be saying that because you are going through a very troubled state of affairs mentally. And so what comes on your tongue may not be the right thing, and relationships may get broken forever, because whatever happens in 9 year, it happens permanently. If there is a break in partnerships or in relationships, it is permanent. In romance, I would say that there will be dramatic love experiences. And I would say that Aries, Leo and Scorpio, these signs, and particularly the numbers 9, 3, 1, these are the fiery numbers ruled by Mars and Jupiter and Sun. These are going to come into your life in some kind of form, and February, June, August and November, these 4 months seem to see a lot of action in this personal front of your life. And Tuesday and Thursday seem to be a very important day, and January, May, June, as far as your career is concerned, even October seems to be quite an interesting year for you. Now, a last piece of advice. People who are born on the 9th, 18th and 27th of any month, that is, those who have a fate number 9, will have an extreme experience in this particular year. Why? Because whenever the annual number and the personal fate number match, two things happen. It is an opportunity for development, for growth also, because the vibrations are matching. But at the same time, there will be extreme difficulties. You will have to contend against extreme reactions. So just take care of the advice that I'm giving you. Keep that in mind, that you have to, that there's no way you can avoid these. And you have to just watch, live on humanitarian planes, do a lot of charity this year. The more you help, don't expect anything this year. It's a year of giving, forgiving and letting go. And that's it about annual number 9. I hope that you take the cue, and for the color which I want to tell you, the color which I'm wearing right now, this maroonish reddish color, this and shades of brown are good for you wearing in this particular year. Apart from this, there is something else. When we don't have a system of constant colors, that there is a system of fate number numerology where we say that for one, all shades of yellows are good, purples are good, etc., etc. But I want you to use the entire spectrum of colors, because 9 is a universal, it's a big number containing all the 9 vibrations. You can use all the numbers, but how do you use it? I will tell you in another specific video which I make on colors. To give you an example, suppose on the 1st of January of this year, you want to wear colors. So what color should you wear? So the color of one is flame. So you need to have a bit of flame somewhere, maybe in your handkerchief or tie or whatever. And the month of January is also flame. And the year, when you add it, 2022, it is 6. The color of 6 and blue is pale blue. So you can combine the colors. And when you add the entire date, it comes to 8. So the color of 8 is going to be steel gray, blue, sapphire blues, and also silvers can be used. But this is not based on the Kiro system of numerology. This is a different system which I will explain to you later on in the year. Thank you. Wish you all the best.